Welcome along everyone to Wrestling Showdown Rewind here on the W3L network. Thank you for your continued viewing and support, and a special thank you if you've hit the subscribe button, and a thank you in advance if you haven't and you're going to now. One button click and you're notified every time we put something up here on the W3L network. Not just Wrestling Showdown Rewind every Sunday at 12 o'clock, but other things like The Untold Exile, for example, where we hear from Luke Aldridge himself. He gives you his side of the story, hearing direct from the horse's mouth, as they say. So all that and so much more available on the W3L network. Hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified when they are made available. They're all there to watch, all playlists. You can go back, check out the archives, and it'll help pass the time until we can bring you live W3L action, hopefully sooner rather than later. And when we do bring you live action, we will have Crafty Connoisseur joining us. Thank you to them for their continued support, and you should support them. Check out their social media platforms. You might find a sneaky coupon code or a special offer or two, and then go onto their website and make a purchase from their store. They will send the items straight to you. You don't have to go and collect it, have to wait for them. They will come straight to your door. You don't have to leave the house. So show some support for Crafty Connoisseur and tell them that we said hello when you do it. And speaking of making a purchase, have you got your hands on a fan support package yet? You really should. Prices start from only £5. That's nothing. You'd spend it on a takeaway. But get a fan support package, and not only do you get dirt cheap ringside tickets when we're back in action, you'll get a W3L DVD, you'll get a signed poster, and you will get an exclusive video message from a W3L star of your choice. Certainly cheaper than getting from Cameo, right? Pick up a fan support package. Again, prices start at £5, they go up to every single budget. All that and much more available on our website. We'll tell you about that in a bit. But let's have some wrestling. Last week I promised you a heavyweight championship match, and that's exactly what you're going to get. So we go back to 2012. The title's in the hands of the merchandise Mike Musso, much like it is these days. And he is going to be defending it against a man that has become well known to the W3L faithful. A man who doesn't always get a heavyweight championship opportunities. He's going to make the most of it. Yes, I'm talking about the nefarious Bulgarian Baker, Bozidar Branimir. So it's going to be Musso versus the Baker. What's going to happen? Who's going to walk out as champion? Let's get down to ringside and find out.
We've established one thing. That's his bread. My bread! My bread! This is my belt. My belt. So, this is a title match, so this means if you beat me, you get my belt. What if I beat you? I think if I beat him, I should get his bread. No. I ain't gonna chicken. I ain't gonna chicken. Come on, put the bread on the line. Put the bread on the line. I'm leaving. I'm leaving if I don't get it. Right? What's gonna happen is once I win that bread, I'm gonna shove it right up your Bulgarian ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce with you on Wrestling Showdown Rewind, and this has apparently become clear. We've got a match for both the Heavyweight Championship and the loaf of bread. Now, I know what you're thinking, and let me assure you that yes, that is the Bulgarian Baker Bozidar Branimir locking up with the merchandise. Maybe something flung down right away. I realise that he looks like he resides in Zed's basement in Pulp Fiction. That is because the airline he flew over on, BH Air, flying from Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria, of course, in Aberdeen, they lost his luggage, and as a consequence, his usual Baker attire of the sort of white jacket and what have you, is somewhere between Bulgaria and Scotland. So unfortunately, Branimir has had to try and piece together an outfit. He managed to get a vest from a local shop, and he's picked up he may have had the mask on anyway, I don't know, and tights borrowed from another wrestler. so he's not looking his usual bakery self, but I can rest assured that it is indeed the Bulgarian baker, and he's not doing particularly well at the start of this match. I have Mike Musso in the yellow and the red, defending his newly won heavyweight championship, because he became the heavyweight champion just the night before this match that you're watching here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind from the September of 2012. His first defence of that was actually his 4th heavyweight title back then. He's held that twice since. And down he goes, the Bulgarian baker. This is actually only the baker's 2nd match in W3L. I mean, he once before, obviously. But this is it. So he's still fairly new. Of course, he only ever comes in sporadically. He makes a yearly appearance. He's very busy back in Bulgaria as Musso stamps on his hand. It's really difficult to knead bread with a broken hand, isn't it? We actually last saw the baker 8 weeks ago here in Wrestling Showdown. He went for a match from 2014 against Dicky Divers. Somebody slapping his injured hand. Poor baker. We actually saw Mike Musso 6 weeks ago, also from 2014. He actually was challenging for the heavyweight championship against then champion Nathan Reynolds. The baker clutching his sore head. What a fantastic match that was. Honestly, if you've not seen it, please go back and watch it. It was brilliant. Baker climbing the ring, and Mike Musso kicks the rope, and the baker, he is in all sorts of agony. I think every part of his anatomy is throbbing. It doesn't help he's getting smacked with those inflatable hammers. We saw that last week with Taylor Bryden. He was buried under an avalanche of them. He was just thanking the fans for helping to wear down his opponent. He's flailing away at him. So obviously it's a big deal for the Bulgarian baker. In case you're wondering why it is that he has received a shot at the heavyweight championship when he's only had one prior match in W3L. The reason is that this match was scheduled before last night's event. Actually, it was Resolution 6. That was the contest that happened the night before this particular match you're watching right now. And this was pre-scheduled, and with Musso becoming the champion at Resolution 6, the baker floated the idea that maybe he could challenge Musso for the title, and Musso was more than happy. Obviously on a high from his victory as he slams down the baker from on high and covers him, but just for a count of 2. Now, the interesting thing to note is that at Resolution 6, Musso won the heavyweight title inside a steel cage. So I do wonder, is Musso at 100%? I mean, he's obviously never going to tell you that he's not, but I mean, if you've seen that match, you know he went through a fair bit of trauma, and he slaps the baker in the face. And I think that's what Musso's doing. These little, dare I say, humorous tactics, like stamping on the baker's hand. Oh, hold on. Oh, and stamps on his foot. Slapping in the face. I think these are all the things that an experienced wrestler like Musso knows that he can do to... goes in for another cover. But again, just the neck of a counter to... I think it's all little things he can do that don't expend a lot of energy, and if nothing else, frustrate the baker. Anything to try and maybe get an edge, because I do wonder if Musso's not at 100%. Landing a nice vertical suplex there. Then for yet another cover. Baker still kicking out. Musso saying he wants to go to the top rope. And again, I think that the damage he took in that cage match less than 24 hours before this particular match happened has had to affect him. Plus he's had to drive from Dunfermline, where Resolution 6 took place, up to Elgin, where this match takes place. That's a good few hours sat in a car. Musso's a tall man. You know, his body's going to be stuck in the same position for a couple of hours to get slammed off the top rope. And look at the way he clutched at his back. Now, slammed off the top rope on that unforgiving W3L ring is bad enough, but landing there after being in a cage match the night before, I think that's a sign that Musso's not 100%. I think he is hurting, but he's not going to let the Bulgarian Baker know that. Baker just sitting on Musso's back, putting all his body weight on him. And we've seen over the years the Baker will gain weight, lose weight, however it makes him most effective. He's gained a lot of power, he's slimmed down for extra speed and agility. You never really know what you're going to get with the Bulgarian Baker. He's always very dangerous, and we've seen him a few times here in Wrestling Showdown over the years. Musso missed the third knee lift, and the Baker just booted him. Caught him right in the heart. A big boot dropped Musso like he was nothing. And now knees into the kidneys. Being more for the Bulgarian Butch than the Baker with kidneys, but irrespective. This black garbed masked man, Bozidar Branimir, having his way with Mike Musso. This is going to be the start of the Baker's reign. And he hits with a clothesline. Raw power takes down Mike Musso. You see it's the Baker going for the cover here. He's not quite able to put his opponent away, but fair play to the Bulgarian Baker. Lands a nice leg drop. And a second one. Got up a head of steam here. And lands a third leg drop. Jumps high with it too. Getting frustrated that he didn't get that pinfall. Baker would... Oh wait, gets rolled up, took his eye off the ball as it were. He should really have stayed on Musso and go straight back to the clothesline. Baker's got a lot more power in him than you might initially think. And he launches the merchandise right in the corner. Musso's been chasing the heavyweight championship all year. Well, of 2012 anyway. And it was a victory over Doug Williams, no less, back in the July, a couple of months before this, that gained him that opportunity to challenge at Resolution, which he did. And of course he made the most of it, winning the steel cage match. A couple of clotheslines. And a back elbow, nothing too fancy about them, but it's enabling Musso to... Oh wait! Can we go for the blunt force trauma? The big... Oh, and he hoofs him! Come on, that wasn't a low blow. It certainly looked like it. And the Baker hit some sort of running leg drop almost. That looked like a very low blow to me, but the referee didn't say anything, so maybe it was just above the waist, no more. Baker arguing with the crowd, but not focusing on Musso, which is a mistake. That's not that prawn hold, and nearly ended it. Even the Bulgarian fishmonger, surely. They're just firing off some forearms. The Baker's had this match going his way when he focuses on Musso. Big back suplex, you see the reaction Musso gives. His body racked with pain. He's still powering out. Pain from that cage match the night before. Pain from what the Bakers put him through. Just needs to stay on the merchandise. We might have a new heavyweight champion here. Puts a knee right between the shoulder blades, pulls back on the chin of Musso. Make it hard for Musso to breathe. His neck will be all kind of sore. And he's caught, but the crowd is behind him. Firmly behind Mike Musso. They want to see this man get the better of the Bulgarian Baker. I'm not even sure if Musso really wants to win the bread. I'm not going to question the quality of that loaf. The Baker does have high standards. Goes to the cover. And just stomping on Musso. And again turns his attention to the crowd. Maybe he's going to the top turnbuckle. Has Musso been worn down and weakened enough? I'm not 100% sure. Baker's biding his time. And he missed the leg drop. Tried to land on his feet, but it wasn't working. It was a bad landing for him, and now Musso just waiting for him. And hits the clothesline. Maybe we've seen Musso use before. Look at the ease in which he slams down the Baker. Like dumping a sack of flour down. Musso getting this crowd firmly behind him as he climbs the top turnbuckle. And there's the elbow drop off the top. But yet again, unable to put the Baker away. Hard in the corner. Musso could be going for that face buster of his. He does like that move. And what a knee lift. The Baker collapsed there. This could wrap this one up, I think. No, not yet. Bulgarian Baker still with fight left in him. Musso's going to finish him. Getting a block force chop perhaps. I think we're going to. And oh, look at this, right in the eyes. Bulgarian Baker. Oh, and a low blow. That was completely blatant. If the first one wasn't, that one definitely was. And the Baker, I have no idea why low blow Musso. He may have got the victory. He slipped out the back after raking at the eyes. He could have had it. But instead, he drops down and low blows the merchandise and scurries away with bread intact. So he gets disqualified. Mike Musso wins the match and retains the heavyweight championship. But he is going to be in all kinds of pain. The Baker's but oh, look at this. He's brought Lucian Maynard Smith and Nathan Black with him. What on earth is going on here? And wait, they've got hold of Musso and they nail him with that loaf. I wonder if it's loaded. I wonder if they've got something in that bread. And it's a 3-on-1 mugging. Oh wait, hang on. It's the very good Mr. UNG Mackie and Livewire Jaden James coming to Mike Musso's aid. And Smith, Black and the Baker scurry away. And Mike Musso is saved from further damage by Livewire and UNG Mackie.
What a turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulgarian Baker gets himself disqualified, brings out Nathan Black and Lucian Maynard Smith to help him beat up Musso even further. He's thankfully safe from any permanent harm by Livewire Jaden James and the very good Mr. UNG Mackie. But management took a look and went, hang on, you two lots have drawn sides, so let's put you against each other. So next week, right here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind, we're going to be seeing a 6-man tag team contest. How many of them have we ever seen here on the Wrestling Showdown? It's going to pit the Bulgarian Baker, Bossadar Branimir, Lucian Maynard Smith and Nathan Black against Livewire Jaden James, the very good Mr. UNG Mackie and the merchandise Mike Musso. That is going to be outrageous. You need to be here to see that. That is going to be getting out of hand right away, I'm sure. So 6-man tag team match next week right here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind. The best way to guarantee don't miss it is hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be notified next Sunday at 12 o'clock. Now, as I said before, there's a whole load of playlists, there's a whole load of archives up on W3L Network. You can watch them until we are back in action, and when we are Crafty Connoisseur will be joining us. Thank you again to them. Check out that website, make a purchase from them, help keep them afloat in these times of still semi-lockdown, and help W3L do the same thing. Go to our website and make a purchase of a fan support package. Prices start at $5 and increase. There's something to suit every single budget. If you can afford, we can make it happen. Get cheap ringside tickets, a DVD, a signed poster, an exclusive video message from a W3L star of your choice, and it helps keep W3L going until again we are back bringing you live professional wrestling. You can get that. You can buy W3L t-shirts as well. You can buy W3L DVDs, all of which are available on our website, w3lwrestling.com. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, subscribe to this channel like I say all the time. Use that hashtag. Tell us what you think. What you think is going to happen with a 6-man tag team match next week. That is what I'm certainly looking forward to. And then of course make your plans. Every Sunday at 12 o'clock we are here with Wrestling Showdown Rewind. Come back, Next week it's the 6-man tag team contest. It's going to be well worth seeing, I guarantee it. So make sure you don't miss it. I'll see you back here in 7 days' time on Wrestling Showdown Rewind.